I know I've gone a few episodes without actually going into detail about what Handbrake is, and I'm here to show you that tonight. Handbrake is the encoding software I use to convert iPhone footage to footage that can be edited with Adobe Premiere on a Windows laptop. For an example, if I record 12 minutes of footage and I put it through this software, as you can see, it takes a long ass time to encode. So that's a big part of the reason why yesterday's episode took so long to upload. Today, my friends, is Thursday, March 18th, which also happens to be an international holiday known as Hangover Day. You're watching RYNEGADE. Bro, I just tried an Irish car bomb, which is named after an act of domestic terrorism, and I actually chugged the whole thing. Despite what my last couple videos might suggest, I'm really not big on alcohol. I only ever started drinking and going to bars in the first place because pretty much all my IRL friends were already doing the same thing by the time I hit the legal age to do it myself. Normally, I'm not the type to succumb to peer pressure, but since alcohol is so deeply ingrained in American culture, I realized that it would literally be more handy for me in the long run to get experience with different types of alcohol than to just resist ever drinking for my entire life. Fuck! The system got me. When I was younger and grown-ups would start talking about alcohol around me, no matter what the context, my brain would instantly shut off because of my complete lack of knowledge on the subject. But now, people can say things to me like, "Yo, man, I just took like 7 shots of Jack Daniels." And I can be like, "Oh, Jack Daniels, I know what that is. Jack Daniels is a type of whiskey, and whiskey is a type of liquor. And liquor is a type of alcohol, and alcohol is a type of coping mechanism. Also, 7 shots is an impressive, albeit dangerous, amount to take at one time. I can't even take 1 shot without gagging at the smell of it in front of me." I was disheartened a year or so ago when I realized that I actually don't hate certain types of beer anymore. When I was younger, I used to say I never wanted to reach this point because that means I'm walking the path to potentially having my taste buds adjusted to any type of alcohol, including really strong liquor with really high alcohol percentages. And then I'll actually start to enjoy drinking. Fuck! If I ever reach that point, please kill me right away, and I'm being completely serious. Anyway, the Irish car bomb wasn't bad. Ironically, it actually felt kind of cool to take part in a St. Patrick's Day type of experience for the first time in my adult life. But honestly, it's probably just because the moment was brief. And thank the luck of the Irish, because I'm spending Hangover Day without a hangover. I am, however, pretty damn socially burnt out. Nothing of note usually happens at the public places I like to go to on Thursdays, so I'm going to be using today and probably tomorrow to recharge my social battery. In the meantime, let's look at some comments. Megan Blake left a comment on yesterday's video saying 0:18 vom.gen.in. Megan, I get bot comments like yours all the time, and seeing yours only makes me want to vom-gen in your fucking face. Alpheus Watt left a comment on Tuesday's video saying, "Who are you? Why are you recommended to me? Ha 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 ha." I knew from the beginning when I decided to start making these videos that I'd eventually start to get comments like this one again, but I'm surprised it didn't happen on day 1. Believe it or not, Alpheus, you're not the first person to ask me those questions. In fact, you're one of dozens. Whenever people leave me comments asking me who I am or why my videos are being recommended to them, I've learned that, ironically, the reason isn't because they actually want to know the answers to those questions. It's because they're annoyed. If they really were just curious and they wanted to try and figure out for themselves why my videos are appearing in their recommended feed, it wouldn't be that difficult for them to go to my channel, read my about, and scroll down through my uploads or playlists until they find a video of mine that they've already watched. But they never do any of that. Instead, they just leave this exact comment, almost word for word, on one of my videos without acknowledging any of the content in the video itself. And then they go on about their day as if they're the only person that's ever been mildly inconvenienced by my fat, ugly face appearing on their homepage. Or as if there's anything I can do to get them their time back that they spent being annoyed and subsequently writing that comment. Believe it or not, I have no control whatsoever over which of my videos YouTube recommends to random people like Alpheus, nor do I even want my videos to be recommended to people that aren't likely to be interested in them. So whenever these commenters get passive-aggressive with me in this fashion, they're getting passive-aggressive with the wrong person. I'm just out here doing my thing, bro, and by going out of your way to leave a comment, no matter what the comment actually contains, you're only going to start seeing more of my content in your recommended, not less. Once again, your own actions have informed the algorithm that it should recommend you more of my content, even though you don't actually want to see it. If you don't like me or anything I have to offer, that's totally fine. But it would be a lot faster and more productive if you just close out of my video and watch something else. Or better yet, don't even click on the video to begin with so we can leave each other alone and get on with our lives in peace. Alpheus, I hope you know I mean no disrespect to you personally. I don't mean to imply that every time someone asks me those questions, I think it's always rooted in passive aggression and not just genuine confusion. After all, it's impossible to 100% accurately convey or interpret tone through text-based YouTube comments. And like I discussed in the video you commented on, I'm already horrible at interpreting things that people say to me to begin with. So instead of getting mad or annoyed at you for doing something so many other people have already done, I've decided to give you the benefit of the doubt and just leave you with some advice. If you ever have a friend that's only ever worn jeans every single day for as long as you've known them, and then one day out of the blue they come out wearing basketball shorts, don't ask them why they're wearing basketball shorts instead of jeans. The thought may not cross your mind, but odds are you're not going to be the first person that's asking that question, And if you're not, you can't be surprised if that person suddenly becomes annoyed with you out of nowhere. You may get confused as to why your friend is bothered by such an innocent question. After all, you're just curious. It's not like your friend wearing basketball shorts instead of jeans is an inconvenience to you and you're mad at them. But what you don't realize is that you just perpetuated a pattern that your friend has been suffering through all goddamn day. And next thing you know, tomorrow's gonna roll around and your friend's gonna be right back in those jeans again. Why? Because you and everyone else that noticed a break in their day-to-day pattern of outfits basically harassed them into never daring to branch out with their fashion choices for the rest of their life. And that's gonna result in your friend being wary of changing as a human being in any way, shape, or form. Because people are probably gonna react by pelting them with a billion goddamn questions. Trust me, it's okay not to know the answer to some of those burning curiosities. It's not gonna kill you just to let your friend live and breathe in peace. In fact, why don't you try complimenting your friend's basketball shorts instead of just asking them why they're wearing them instead of jeans? Try telling them the colors match the shirt they're wearing or that they look comfortable and easy to wear. They'll probably smile, thank you for the compliment, and maybe even tell you what store they bought them from and why they decided to buy them. And all of a sudden, you and your friend have sparked a conversation and now you have a better relationship with your friend and you might start to see your overall quality of life improve. And instead of basketball shorts or jeans, your friend might come out tomorrow wearing plaid joggers or whatever they would like to wear to express themselves. And if you don't like it, you don't have to say anything at all. Because, as you've probably learned by now, it's counterproductive, completely unnecessary, and makes you sound like a huge douchebag. Just walk away and keep the peace. It'll be easier on both you and your friend, and you can go back to spending your time clicking on YouTube videos of people you don't know who they are and wondering why you don't know who the people are in the video you clicked on. Whew. How about we flip the switch from negativity to positivity? Roxanne left a comment on yesterday's video saying, "Hell yeah, low quality karaoke footage is another favorite aesthetic of mine." Rox is a person that found my YouTube channel via some of my more popular videos, but actually stayed because she likes my personality. Or at least the parts of my personality that can be conveyed over the internet. She's even spent so much time in my Twitch chat that I only felt it right to make her a moderator. Rox rocks! Anyway, when she says another favorite aesthetic, the another she's referring to is something else that I do when I'm speedrunning Peter Jackson's King Kong. During the 2.5-minute cutscene where Anne is being sacrificed to Kong by the Skull Islanders and she's screaming bloody murder because she's being kidnapped by a giant monkey, as one would, sometimes I like to pick up my guitar and play random chords and stuff to pass the time. And on the viewer's end of the stream, the dissonance between the seriousness of the moment in the game and the calmness of my guitar playing in the background is apparently a big mood. So yeah, I feel like low quality karaoke footage fits the bill in a similar fashion. Also, been meaning to say, loving the progression of Charlie. Oh, you mean this nice little boy back here? A lot of you may be wondering what the heck Charlie even is, understandably so. Instead of continuing to pretend that Charlie is a biological being who is alive and has a consciousness like I originally planned for this segment, I decided that I want to tell you guys how Charlie came to be. Not that long ago, I went with a friend to go get some fast food, and since there was 2 of us and we ordered 2 drinks, naturally they gave us a 2-drink cup holder. I expected to just discard the cup holder and throw it away the next time I picked up my room, but I realized the little cardboard circles around each cup hole were actually made up of little flaps that you can detach from each other. So naturally, the first thing I did was start detaching all the flaps from each other like I was popping bubble wrap. It was kind of random and authentic the way I absent-mindedly arranged the flaps in a way that the whole cup holder, when standing up vertically, kind of looks like a little robot face with a giant eye, 2 buck teeth, and a cute circular mouth. When I showed my friend what I had created, she told me that I should give it a name and keep it on my side table. I didn't decide right away on a name for this cute little fella, but after a while I found myself stuck between 2 names, George and Charlie. After sleeping on it, I decided that Charlie makes the most sense because Charlie, in my opinion, is a much cuter name for a tiny robot boy than George would be. And thus, now that Charlie has a name, I'm never going to be able to throw him away without feeling like I've killed my own son. I never planned on having Charlie appear in my RYNEGADE videos either, but when I turned my iPhone camera around so it would be facing me, there he was in the background, ready to sing a beautiful vibrato note for the camera. It all started to feel like fate was coming together on something magical. The bit from the other day where he was eating a corn husk that previously had a tamale in it was a complete accident too. But now, canonically, corn husks are Charlie's favorite food. And thank goodness too, because I still have plenty of those that I can feed him. It sticks out in my mind how easy it's been to seamlessly include at least one moment with Charlie in every episode of the show so far. It's almost too easy. Like maybe somehow Charlie actually is alive and he has a very real desire to contribute to my vlogging experiment. Well, Charlie, what do you have to say about all that? That's what I thought, you beautiful baby boy. Anyway, feeling the solidarity in this Chili's tonight about people asking what you're working on when you have a laptop in public. I appreciate that, Rox. It was funny at first, but after a while it started to get kind of annoying getting asked the same question over and over by several different people. Wait, That sounds familiar. One of the people scanning my laptop's monitor for something that stuck out to them actually asked me if I was doing homework. And in that moment I realized, damn, what I'm actually doing is way less admirable than that. Hey, what's up? So I noticed you have a laptop. So are you doing homework or working or what? Oh no, I'm actually working on a vlog for YouTube right now. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. So anyway, are you in college? No, I'm not in college. Oh, okay. So where do you work? Actually, I've been unemployed for over a year now. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I gotta get back over to where my family is sitting. I'll talk to you later. All right. Catch you later. Sometimes moments like that are a sobering reminder that when I was younger, I always assumed that I'd be graduating college by the time I hit the age I am now. And the fact that I just couldn't live up to that expectation, no matter how hard I tried, still really hurts sometimes. But the reason why I've been working so hard on this show ever since I decided to film the first episode on a whim is because I've been having a blast while doing it. The anxiety-depression combo harshly limits the amount of things you actually enjoy doing. Even if the thing you're wanting to do is something you used to love doing all the time but just can't find the energy for anymore. So the fact that this show has even lasted 5 straight days, despite how exhausted I got yesterday, is both baffling and exciting to me. Even if this show never takes off in an internet sense, each episode averages 50 views and 5 likes, and every other comment is just going to be someone asking me why my content is being recommended to them, I'm going to keep making episodes anyway because it's fucking fun. And even if the fact that I'm using up a lot of my time vlogging instead of throwing my soul away trying to find a way to start a career is embarrassing to some people, I honestly don't give a shit anymore. Because if I start to realize after some time that I can maintain consistency with these videos, I may feel able to start applying the same energy and consistency to other parts of my life where energy and consistency are sorely lacking. Maybe someday a task as grueling as taking a shower or brushing my teeth will start to become effortless like it is to people without depression. Maybe someday I'll find my way into a type of daily life that brings me contentment or maybe even happiness. Maybe someday I'll look back on the first quarter of my life where I spent nearly every single day having no idea if this world even had any use for me and be able to say that the pain, fear, and doubt were all worth it. But in the meantime, I gotta keep reminding myself that, much like the reason why Alpheus's friend is wearing gym shorts instead of jeans today, or what that person with a laptop in public is working on, it really is okay to not know. It really is okay to not be ready for college immediately after you graduate from high school, no matter what other people might tell you. And it really is okay to play with the cards you're dealt in a way that makes sense to you, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else. If I had better equipment, I'd probably be able to say this show can always happen 7 days a week with few exceptions. But unfortunately, the video migration process and whatever's causing my voice to desync from my mouth movements are putting a huge dent in that right now. My laptop is getting old, so processes happen slowly, and the Wi-Fi at the hotel where I live is super crappy. It's kind of turning a side project that's supposed to be fun into a chore that's stressing me out. At some point, I gotta stop using most of my day to make a show about most of my day, because at that point, I'll be experiencing the world through glowy rectangles instead of actually living my life. So don't be surprised if I occasionally take some time off to relax or focus on my Twitch streams, because I've experienced burnout many times, and it sucks. Much like my social battery, sometimes my video editing battery needs time to recharge. In fact, unless I change my mind later, I'm probably gonna skip the next 1 or 2 days, because I know this episode is starting to get really long, even though that wasn't the intention when I started writing the script. Thankfully, I like to think I know my viewer base pretty well, so I can probably say that whenever I take breaks from making videos, no matter how long the break lasts, my coolest viewers always know it's for a reason and that I'll be back eventually. And for that, I'll always be grateful. Much love, Uko fans. I don't usually play into YouTube's algorithm game, but if you guys like these videos, I would love it if you hit the thumbs up button for me. To be completely candid, seeing all the likes that people have been leaving on these videos has been making my heart genuinely happy. Same with when I show some of my IRL friends clips from the show and it genuinely makes them laugh. If you decide to share one of these videos with someone who you think might vibe with my sense of humor and or my thoughts on things, that would mean a lot to me too. And I wasn't even finished reading the comments, so we'll tackle that in the next video. Feel free to leave a comment of your own in the meantime if you're interested in seeing me respond to it. I haven't been getting enough comments to miss any. This is Ryan, thanks for letting me vent. You just got done watching RYNEGADE. I love you. Know this place is